people. This is Business FAQs discussing stupid people in horror movies. And we've got quite a bit, I think, for this video. I mean, you want to start out?
Sure, why not? Alright, in Freddy vs. Jason, the people would always follow really out of place things. Like that, if you guys have seen this, like the stoner dude, he follows that worm. That worm was creepy looking. Why would you follow that thing?
Or, what was another one?
Was,
Because I know they followed more than one thing in that movie that was really just out of the fucking place.
yeah, it's just a lot of things. They just, random things that shouldn't have been there.
We're gonna figure out how to put a
place.
censor in here.
And they didn't do as much to save their friend. Like, whenever their friend, the blonde-haired dude, I don't remember the names, so bear with me, but blonde-haired dude, his two friends, the guy and the chick, came in the van, and they went to his house, but he was already asleep. They seen him catch on fire, his back catch on fire. All there was a window. Why didn't you break one of the windows? Like, a window is worth more than your friend's life. Why didn't you break a window or something and do something to help? Like, you could have done a lot more. But in another movie would be like Halloween. In one of the Halloweens, the cop shot Michael Myers like 6 times. Now I understand you shoot a person 6 times, you think he'd be dead, but he should have still checked his pulse. Like,
That is like standard procedure.
yeah, you should have still checked his pulse, because now he's coming back again. That dude like never died though. Never died. And the victims.
Survivors.
The survivors. The ones that survived, they never moved out of the town. They stayed there in the town and just chilled. They did not move.
And like the events in that movie happened way more than twice. I think it happened 3 to 4 times, and still survivors didn't decide. This probably happened enough that we're gonna move.
Right. If that happened in my neighborhood, I'd be out. I'd be nope.
Another horror movie, and people are just really stupid in horror movies. It's pretty obvious in so many. Like in Friday the 13th, they kept going back to the camp, always, despite no doubt numerous stories about disappearances around Camp Crystal Lake. Numerous stories, horror stories told around the fire, but still stories about killers that roamed around the area. I mean, they still go back. They even tried, I think in 2 of them, tried rebooting the camp.
Yeah. Why would you go back?
It's obviously not a good place.
I understand if there's only one story, you only heard it once.
Maybe even 2.
Yeah, maybe 2. But if you hear it occasionally over and over again through the whole entire town, from the whole entire town.
And there's no way there weren't any news reports about the deaths and disappearances around there. I mean, you can't just ignore that. They did, but you're not supposed to. Or, every time their friend got injured, or then they're like, where's our friend? They went looking for him. Like, no. I don't care if I've known you for years. If I'm in an area where, against my better judgment, I went despite news reports and stories about killers, and you go missing, I don't care if it's a prank and I'm the one with the car. You're getting left. I'm sorry to say. You're getting left. It sounds really cold, but I mean, they're talking about a crazy guy with a giant knife running around these woods just slaughtering people. I'm not staying. I'm not even going to try and find you. You're done. Or in a lot of them, they go off into the middle of the woods just to do whatever.
Right.
And again, right back to there's multiple stories about a guy running around here killing people. You're just going to go off in the woods? There's one of them where they set up a brand new camp right next to the old one, and the people decided, let's go explore the old one.
Yeah.
Like, there's gotta be a reason, even if you heard none of these stories, or seen none of the reports, there's gotta be a reason they didn't just use the camp that was there.
Yeah, right. Like,
and I want to discuss, how stupid they were, and this one is just, this is why, I want to discuss how stupid they were in Troll 2. But that movie is just so terrible. Like, the whole movie is just so bad. Like, the entire premise that this family from the city's, like, gonna house swap with these weirdos from a country, like, town in the middle of nowhere that they probably never heard of before. Just, everyone's like, yeah, that's peachy, let's do it. And they get there and your kid's freaking out. And he's already been talking about he can see the dead grandpa the entire beginning of the movie. And they imply that it wasn't just the beginning of the movie. He's been doing it for years. And he's talking about this town like, this is a bad place. I don't want to go here. And goblins and such. And I understand goblins and such, but you gotta listen to your kid.
Right.
I mean, nobody ever seems to in any movies, not just horror movies. But and he's over here, this is a really bad idea. You know, and they don't eat meat. And that should have been a dead giveaway. Like the minute you got to the town and they had no meat. Like the guy even goes to the supermarket. He's like, can I get a sandwich? He just gives him a cheese sandwich. There's not even ham on it. You can't figure that out. Or when he's drinking their special Nilbog milk that turns him into the plant stuff so the goblins can eat him. And after drinking half the jug, he realizes it smells bad. Like, he didn't shake it or anything. He didn't check it first. Because it wasn't in a refrigerator. The whole movie was just so terrible. And not like, you know, oh, it's so sad. It's just, it was a terrible movie.
And that one commercial is very accurate, where all those people are like, why don't we get in the running car? They're like, no, we gotta hide behind the chainsaws.
Pretty much.
Even the killer lift up his mask. He's like, y'all are stupid.
You know, that is a very accurate representation of people in horror movies.
It is.
We're gonna have to do this, I think. I'm pretty sure. None of the movies that we discussed, nothing from those movies belongs to us. None of the copyright, none of the soundtrack rights, none of the character names or place names. None of that belongs to us.
I don't think we like have to. I don't know.
Well, I don't want to get caught up on copyright infringement.
Yeah.
I mean, just clarifying. Really, none of it belongs to us. Not a single bit.
Really,
except for our opinions.
I doubt even the owners and stuff, like people who made it, would have a big deal about that.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if I owned a movie and I heard some kid on the internet, oh, dude, your movie was terrible, I'd be like, hey, I own that movie and you mentioned it.
I want to give a crap. Like I said, I don't care what people think. I'm me.
Slip. Man, these bandages, I cannot wait until episode 100 where we can change these masks. Because this one is not fun. As I said in the previous, it is ace wrap.
Yeah. Yep. This is just a mess. My skull cap.
But anyway, check us out on our separate solo channels. Why Me Please 220.
D-Man Gaming 09.
And, you know, there's business facts.
Discussing stupid people in horror movies.
Try not to start any fights in the comments down below, because it's really, really annoying. And, you know, you're not a keyboard warrior. You're a guy who wanted to fight over the internet. You don't get an achievement for that. You really don't. So don't do it. No, it doesn't matter who won or lost the argument. If you fight on the internet, both parties have just lost right off the bat. So don't even do it. Because we will just block the comments. From those people, we won't lock off the entire comment section, just the people who want to start arguments.
Yeah.
You know, if you got any questions, you can send them to both of our Tumblrs, are actually open for asks. You know, and if it's not an important one that needs to be answered on the spot, we can save the questions from our Tumblrs, answer them on here. We will also answer questions asked in the comments. Now, if there's repeat questions, we're not going to answer them more than once. We'll answer questions left in the comments, and you can also message us on YouTube and ask us questions there.
And if you'd like to, you can message me on Facebook, Dalton Smith, but if you want to, you can message me, but I just use it to mainly contact my family, but I will check the messages if I get a message.
The links for our Tumblrs are in our YouTubes, aren't they?
Yeah, but I haven't used my Tumblr.
Well, we got it all cleaned up and set up for you again.
No,
remember?
I don't think we did.
Yeah, we did. Remember, I did the whole thing on our first videos.
Oh, yeah, but we set it up. I got it.
But, as we said in the video right before this, I've been having internet issues, and it's my laptop that we're using at the moment, so, even though he said that there won't be huge delays in videos, there probably is going to be some, right now. So until I get the internet fixed.
Yeah, because I live all the way out in Kansas City right now, so
yeah,
transportation. I'm poor. I can afford my car.
But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. This has been Business FAQs, and
Pikachu.
Yeah, 2 of them. I don't know if you can see it. I think you can. There's a Groot back there, somewhere in between them. Like somewhere right here.
Oh no.
Yeah, you can kind of see him, that little green guy leaning right up next to the little Pikachu. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Tune in for more. Business FAQs. People bringing you the news that isn't really news.